Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we're at the Best Western Plus Anaheim Inn, which is a hotel just outside of Disneyland. We're going to be staying here, providing a room tour and a review for you, so let's get going. And this hotel is located on Harbor Boulevard, so if I pan here to the left, we are going to see, I don't know if you can see the traffic light right down there, and then the big blue sign right over there. That's actually the entrance to Disneyland sign. Very quick walk, less than 5 minutes to the park, super easy. There's only like 3 or 4 hotels that are even closer to it than this one. This is the Best Western Plus Anaheim Inn. Now, I do want to draw the distinction that this one is the Anaheim Inn. There is the Park Place Inn and Mini Suites, and I've stayed there before. That's a little bit closer than this, but this is still pretty close. Again, Best Western Plus Anaheim Inn, and we're going to go check it out. Now, I got here earlier this morning, and this is the entrance area into the lobby, and let's just go ahead and poke inside here real quick. And so here's the check-in desk, and right next to the check-in desk we do have, looks like some coffee machines here, a couple of different coffee machines. There's an ATM in here if you need to withdraw some money, and then on the opposite side we have a small business center here. So if you need to do some printing or use the computer, they do have that ability for you, and they do have a plaque here that this is a good neighbor hotel for the Disneyland Resort, of course. And that looks like that's about it for the lobby here. So when I got here this morning, I just parked my car wherever I could. The only open spots were all the way down at the end. But I just got my room, and it is room number 312. And 312 is actually right about here up there on the 3rd floor. And so I want to park at one of these places, move my car up here, or ideally close to the stairs here. There are some stairs. We'll have to check out and see if there's an elevator. They did say that breakfast was on the 3rd floor there above the hotel lobby. So that's where breakfast is. And yeah, I'm gonna go get my room right now. Oh, and not my room, my car right now. And then on the way, let's go pop by the pool, since the pool is right here. And here it is, their pool area. So we got a nice hot tub right here, hot tub, and a small-ish pool, but a deep pool. Oh wow, I see a 7-foot sign, 7 feet, all the way down here at the end. That is a very sharp drop-off. Of course, you stay up in this area. The deepest is 4.5 feet, and then 3.5 at the shallowest end. So long as you stay on this side, the right-hand side there of that blue line, it's fairly manageable, but definitely drops down into 7 there. That is really deep. That's awesome for adults, of course. Maybe a little bit more scary for kids, but we do have some nice seats here, lounge chairs, as well as a table and a couple of seats. Very small space, but that's okay. And again, the hot tub. I love me a good hot tub. Ooh, they even have a shower over here. Look at this. I got a shower for rinsing off. I'm actually really surprised that nobody is in the pool right now. It is 1:30 in the afternoon and at least 75 degrees, maybe 2 o'clock, and at least 75, 80 degrees. It is pretty warm for sure. And here is a look of the view from my room. We can see one of the other hotels directly across there. Maybe you can see bits of the tip of Space Mountain over that way. This is what the hallways look like up here. And like I said, I am staying at room number 312. For anyone who is curious and you want to see what the inside of the rooms look like, this is my room. This looks like a double queen. I didn't actually look at the type of room that it is. I'm actually staying here complimentary of Getaway Today and the Best Western, so thank you so much for the Best Western for letting me stay here. And I'm just going to show everything to you real quick. We do have the bathroom area, where you'd get ready and things like that, out in the public space. So you can see me right there in the mirror, and we can see the whole room right here. It's separate from the bathroom and the shower, which I always love. It allows somebody to get ready while somebody else is having a shower, of course. So let's poke in here and maybe get some lights on. It's pretty light in here either way. So this is a look at the bathroom, and we do have, it looks like 5 towels up there. Standard's 4, so that's one step above and beyond. This is a really nice looking shower. I don't want the fan on. There we go. Don't want the fan on, just want the lights on. So a decent looking like shower in appearance. Pretty standard shower head, nothing special or fancy there. But I do want to, as always, point out the fact that they do have a bathtub here. Bathtubs are very important to me as a dad of a child who for the longest time would not take a shower. And he does now. He takes showers now, but I feel like for the longest time he didn't. So I always like to point that out. We do have an ice bucket over here, and it looks like a coffee maker with a couple of options of coffee. We've got the Donut Shop regular medium roast, and looks like some Lipton teas down there as well. This is a look at the air conditioner. They do just have a standard in-the-wall unit for the air conditioner. We'll have to figure out how to get that going because it's a little stuffy in here. So let's power it on and get the temp down, maybe 66. That'll be good for now. Get the air going in here. And here's the closet. I already did put a few things in here. I've got my Star Wars night outfit and my pillow down there. I always bring an extra pillow with me when we come, but we do have an ironing board here and an iron. But there are no additional blankets or pillows or linens or anything like that in the top cupboard there. And oh, I also saw right there in the back is a luggage rack. So we'll probably end up getting that out. We usually put that right here. It looks like we do have some connecting rooms. There's a connecting room right there. But there's also a connecting room over here on the other side. So there's at least two doors anyway. I don't know if it connects to the room next door or what. But we do have two doors for connecting rooms in here. So you can have like one major big family all connected together maybe. Just the room itself looks very clean, very nice. I love the look of it. I don't know. I can't really explain it other than the fact that it just looks so clean and so welcoming. A little bit tight on space, as you can see over here, the chairs. Now, this is a gift basket that they gave to me, again, because I'm with Getaway today, and so they're hosting me and they're sponsoring me, and they gave me a little gift basket. That's not going to be in everybody's room, but as you can see, a little tight on space because we barely have any like room for legs and thing over there sitting. But they do have these chairs for sitting, and let's just go ahead and have a seat. Yep, we can fit over here, no problem. My knees aren't even hitting the bed. Pretty close, but my knees aren't hitting the bed. So it still works tight, but they are making use of every available space that is in here. We do have a TV that is up here on the credenza, and a TV remote. Looks like we've got a Netflix button on there, and just a couple of other things. So they do have a Netflix button. What do we got in here? Ooh, microwave and fridge. Always love to point that out. Fridge, pretty standard in just about every hotel room. Microwave, not so much. Not every hotel has a microwave, so great to see a microwave here at the Best Western Plus Anaheim Inn. And just a couple of drawers. You can see the space on those. We do have 3 drawers. I always like to check because a couple of hotels I've been in, these are like, just fake door fronts. You try to grab them and then the door doesn't open. So always gotta check that. And then what do we got over here for plugs and things? We have a standard alarm clock. Any outlets? We do have a USB on the side of it, but I'm not seeing a standard plug. We do have a USB on the side of here and a standard plug on the side of here, and that's it for that. And we'll have to check out if there are any other outlets around. There's the drawer in that dresser. Let's go pop over here. We do have 2 outlets down here, so a little bit far away from the head of the bed, but you could stretch a phone cord there probably. And how about over here on this one? Nope. We have no additional outlets over here. So a little bit sparse on the outlets. Every time I travel, I always bring a portable fan with me because I need white noise. So I do have my fan and my phone plugged into this lampstand here, and both are working, both are charging. But as I was looking around, I did discover a few more over here at this lamp. There is a plug on the right here, and there is a USB, I think that's a USB on this side. Additionally, there are outlets down here right next to the desk, so you could plug in and put something on the desk. And then we have 2 more outlets right here. You could put like a phone on this chair, or maybe even on this table if the cord is long enough to reach. And that's it, that's the room. Now, as I mentioned briefly earlier, I don't know how clear I was, they do have free complimentary breakfast at this hotel, and that is a huge perk for the Best Westerns. The Park Place also has free breakfast, Stovall's, and Pavilions. They're all 4 Best Westerns are owned by the same group, and so this is one of those properties. I've now stayed at 3 of them. This is the 3rd of the Best Western properties that I've stayed at here in Anaheim. The closest one is Park Place. I've stayed there before. You can check out my review of Park Place. I'll put a link to it at the end of this video and, like, you know, this space whenever we do the end scene. But I also put a link to it down in the description if you want to check that out, the Park Place in review. We're going to, in just a little bit, we're going to walk to the park together. I always like to show you the walk to the park. I know I showed you how close it was out on the street, but we're going to walk you to the park. We're going to time it and let you see it in real time, just how close it is to Disneyland. And that's about it for now. One more time, I just wanted to say thank you to the Best Western Anaheim Inn and Getaway today for sponsoring me for this video. And if you want to save money on your next Disneyland vacation, call my friends at Getaway today and tell them that SoCal Disney Dad sent you, or click the link down in the description and use my coupon code to save on their already discounted packages. Be sure to look up the Best Western Anaheim Inn. I'll put a link directly to them on Getaway today as well, if you want to check out the prices on Getaway. I realized earlier that I never showed you the walk to the park, so instead we're going to show you the walk from the park back to the room. That's the more important walk anyway, right? At the end of the day, when you're tired, how long is this walk? I'm going to turn the camera on, we're going to put it on fast forward, and you're going to see the walk sped up. I was going to say in real time, but not. But I'm going to show you every inch of this walk, and we're not going to have this music though, because I'll get hit with copyrights. So here's the park. Oh look, elevators. And here's my room right here. And well, that walk took a little over 5 minutes, but not too bad, just a 5-minute walk from the park to the hotel. Perfect for the end of a very long day. It's the next morning now, and we are going to head to breakfast, which is up here on the 3rd floor, and in this building right over here. And here's a look at their menu board. You can just pause and read all those items if you'd like. They have a little dining area right here, and then this is the hot breakfast bar. All right, let's go through and have a look. Morning. We have some Danishes here, some muffins, oatmeal, some cereal choices here, Fruit Loops, Chocolate Chex, Honey Nut Cheerios, and regular Cheerios. Here's a look at their breakfast sandwiches. Pancakes and potatoes. Bacon and ham. And eggs. And ham with eggs. Eggs with ham. There's a little cheese over here off to the side, and these are tortillas. There's a little topping section here, like for on top of pancakes or what have you. We've got some fruit, bananas and oranges and apples, and then a microwave. And here is a quick look at what I grabbed for breakfast. I always love to get some pancakes and put some chocolate chips on top. I don't know if I pointed it out last night specifically enough, but they do have an elevator. I said that we were going to look for that. They do have an elevator. It's located in the middle of this building, and there's stairs on either end, but they do have an elevator. So it doesn't really matter what floor you get. You can bring your luggage up without having to worry too much. Now let's talk about breakfast and a review of my whole stay. So this one was pretty good. Nothing fancy or anything like that, but of course it is free. I do remember out of all of them, Stovall's having the absolute best breakfast. They had some really good, amazing breakfast items. They're a bit further away. They're like a 20-minute walk to Disneyland, or you have to take the art bus, whereas this one's a 5-minute walk. So that one has to try a little harder to get your business. It is a nice property with a great breakfast. But like I said, this breakfast was pretty good too. I didn't film everything because the breakfast area started to get a little crowded before I finished, but they did have a juice station that had like cranberry juice and apple juice and water and orange juice and things like that. They had coffee, they had regular, and they had decaf. There was a toaster there that you could heat up like bagels and bread and things like that. And they did have like a little fridge that had some like string cheese and like butter in it. As far as the hotel like stay itself goes, I slept really good, but also I didn't go to bed till like 2:30 in the morning because I didn't get back from Star Wars night till late, and then I was working a little bit. So I did sleep like a log. The bed was a little stiff, but the pillows are great. The pillows are nice and fluffy and comfortable. There was plenty of pillows, and so I did have a good sleep. The air conditioner kept me plenty cool. And I don't mind the noise, so it's a wall air conditioner. Remember, it's a wall air conditioner. I didn't mind the noise of the wall air conditioner because I brought a fan, for my own white noise anyway. So if you are the type of person that doesn't like a loud air conditioner, it is a little loud. Also, anytime somebody walks by outside the room, I can hear. You might even be able to hear them right now. Like somebody's walking by with a luggage cart, and I can hear the luggage cart going by. So it's not like completely soundproof or anything, but at the same time, I wasn't disturbed or woken up at all. Even though I didn't wake up until 8 o'clock because of how late I went to bed. Surely there would have been people that got up earlier and went to breakfast, and I think breakfast is 6:30 to 9:30. And then they went to the park before, I didn't even wake up till rope drop. So I didn't hear anybody, being loud or anything like that before I got up. So that's really all I have for you. Otherwise, yeah, it was a good stay. I always like staying at the Best Westerns. Like I said, this is the third of their Best Western properties near Disneyland that I've stayed at. Every single one of them has been a really good experience because of the free breakfast and especially how close Anaheim Inn and Park Place Inn and Mini Suites are. I would recommend those two properties first. I really liked Park Place just because of it's that much closer. It really is, especially when you're tired and it's the end of the night. It's just so much better. But Anaheim Inn is good too. I'm not sure what the price differential is between the two of them. So if the Anaheim Inn is cheaper, come here. It's really not that much further away. And yeah, I mean both properties are pretty comparable. They really are pretty comparable, so it doesn't really matter which one you stay at. I enjoyed this one. Absolutely would I stay here again? 100%. Of course, also, I thought I'd show you this. Remember that little gift basket that I told you the management gave me? I just wanted to highlight some of the things in here because this is really awesome. They got a Disneyland water bottle in here. There's a nice mug in here. We've got a bag, a bunch of little snacks. There were some waters. I put them in the fridge. They actually already brought up my bags. Like I dropped off my luggage at Bell Services yesterday morning, and when I checked in, I went to go collect my bags, and they told me they already put it in my room because, of course, they knew who I was. And there were already waters in the fridge, too. Now, again, that's not going to be standard. That's just treatment for me being a Getaway Today affiliate, and they wanted to make sure I had a good stay. But I did want you to know that their management went super over the top, above and beyond to take care of me. And so they do have excellent management, really great customer service that in no way affected my thoughts or my review. You guys watch enough of my videos. I've had plenty of comp stays with Getaway Today before. And if something is wrong, I say it. I don't have any problem doing that. And so, but I do want to praise management for just how amazing they were here at this property. So I just shared my thoughts just as I would if I were staying at any other hotel. And that's going to be it for our time here today at Best Western Plus Anaheim Inn, right outside of the Disneyland Resort. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Click this video if you want to check out my review from the Park Place Inn and Mini Suites. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.